I mean, it's funny. I'm like, this seems. I'm sure like it took a while to get here, but like this looks kind of boring to play. Like you're just running around destroying everything. Like not a worry in the world.
Yeah. That game is so difficult. The game is so hard to learn how to create a character that is feeling that way. This is the first time I felt this in Mortal. But yeah, I hit level 95, which is the highest level I've ever had any character. You lose a lot of EXP when you die, and so typically I'll have like just levels where my character will die like 30 times that level. And
Wow.
I'll like almost be at I'll be like 90% EXP, and then I'll die like 7 times and go all the way down to like 10% of the level. But that didn't
That
happen this
sounds
league.
horrible.
So yeah, Carl, I want you to know why I chose this home screen for the campaign, because I was like looking through a bunch of things and trying to find something nice and pretty. And then this one was the artist name was Carl with a K, so I was like, okay.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'm sorry. I will be right back, but then I'm ready to rock.
All right, cool. Are you logged in, Mike? You?
I am, but it's not. I had to relog.
Okay.
I like the faces on the mountains.
Yeah, they do that.
There, it worked this time.
Yep. Foundry can be a bit touchy sometimes. I tried to set up stable diffusion, if any of you heard about that. It's another AI image generation thing, but I couldn't fix I couldn't get any of the workarounds about me not having enough VRAM to work. But like you said, Mike Keel, AI image generation, very handy for a DM.
It's like ridiculous.
All right. Okay, good. I was worried that the bot had left because the music quiet.
That's why when you roll before being asked. Bam.
Well, actually, because I didn't say it, doesn't.
No.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll roll them up.
I felt it coming.
No, it's fine.
Oh no.
See, I waited until he asked.
It's
Cannot
kind of
defeat
like
me.
it's kind of like something I was told about pasties. The closer you have them to the bridge, the worse they are. And it's like your inspiration rolls, the closer they are to me saying to roll them up, the worse they are. All right. Let's see if I can roll Tim again. No. Shivers.
Yes.
What happened last week?
All right. So, at the beginning of the session, I'm gonna start off with the recap here, and then start off with the notes. Most of the think tank took part in Norin's class. Actually, let me bring up my notes because I think last session I took more notes than I ever have before.
Carl's like, I'm already here.
Yeah. We meet Norin the professor. And they hold a sphere of white coral. He taught everyone about transmuter stones and grew his hair back. Bali met Kellis, or maybe Kellen, yeah. And they found books for each other. Yeah, that was the flying Aarakocra that kind of flew over his head and decided to find books for each other. Kellen rolled very well, I think.
Yeah, I got that 20.
Yeah, Bali did not roll very well at all. The think tank met up at the gates and met Triz, the teacher of the rudimentary ruins. She had a massive backpack, right? And oh, that's something different. Okay, so she gave them some food and snowshoes, took the sickle shards to examine it. Ever saw the statue? I don't remember what happened at all. I'm realizing as I'm reading this, I'm just like, what? Any of this happened?
Yeah, let me know if you need a little film.
Yeah, I need quite a bit, actually, it seems. Shiver saw the statue at the center of Arifton and felt feelings. I don't remember that at all.
It's the statue you had mixed feelings about in the middle of town as we were heading out.
Yeah.
It was the one with...
familiar to you, and they had a book that was worn down in its hand to like a disc.
It was also holding an orb or sphere, I put.
Right.
Oh, that
No, it was just a book. When the orb or sphere was an eroded book that made it like.
I remember. I remember that clarification. That's what I remember is clarifying.
Yeah,
the
clarification.
Okay.
Round book.
Yeah, Bali got knocked down by Tifley.
Yeah.
The Gesari, head of the guards. Yeah, this is when we were all leaving. We were going on an expedition, essentially. We had to go very far, and we were given time to prepare. I remember this part. And as we were leaving through the silvery light gate, the little spheres didn't really do anything to Bali, but this Gesari still was like, "You're a druid!" And tackled Bali. We made some arguments like, hey, he got in here, like, you know, everything should be fine. She said some kind of, like, we got a pass on this, I remember, but it was kind of like, we'll be watching you, don't do it again kind of thing. We trekked out into the snow and went quite a distance before coming upon a broken down cart in the snowstorm. We kind of approached it cautiously, and there was a single individual, hooded, shivering, seemed to be caught in the blizzard. We were kind of kicking ourselves for not helping sooner, and then we kind of rushed to the aid of this ghost, this ice ghost, and the ghost kind of latched on to us and tried to steal our heat. All of these zombies rose from the ground, which were also trying to steal heat. Throughout the fight, we used some tactics to try to divert their attention using like torches and things. Ronzo got one shot almost, pretty much like got knocked down from an opportunity attack.
It's only ever Tim. It's
Yeah.
only ever Tim.
You have to follow tradition. It's a rule.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to run away, Carl, and it just got a nat 20, and I'm like, of course it had, like, the main dude has to get the nat 20 on Tim. It is tradition.
Yeah.
It's not Ronzo,
one shot
it's
too,
Tim.
because he missed his other attack, so it was a pure one shot.
That's what I remember. Yeah, just like a 100 to 0. Just. And then seeing this, Marcus was like, "Shivers, kill the ghost." And then Shivers did the exact same thing that the ghost did to Ronzo to the ghost, and rolled a crit, and murdered the ghost. We one by one kind of crushed the zombies around and looted the caravan, and we have all of the remaining loot in the Discord. I'm sorry for that awful retelling, but
Oh no, that's totally fine. I think the only thing you missed was that Ronzo actually, and probably something you don't remember, is that Ronzo had the same dream or the same vision that Gilbert had when Gilbert touched the scroll case the first time.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I never put it together that it was like something that already happened to somebody else. But yeah, I had a
And
dream,
no,
and,
I
and it
didn't
was like
expect
the
you guys
goop
to.
on my arm.
I don't expect you guys to remember either. I just figured I'd say it. All right. So before we start, there was one thing that I said at the very end of the session that you probably won't care about. I did say Alpine Echo was there. They are not there.
No problem.
That was just me like noting off all the clicks that were in the class. You kind of stroll into this village, kind of middle of the day. There are a few people kind of getting carts. Triz talks to these various students. You see the deep feeders, and you see pest control. These elves that made a fool of you.
That's right.
And you kind of get closer, and Bali is shivering. The whole trip has kind of gotten to him a little bit. So you make it up. Triz looks up. Ah, yes. Think Tank. You finally made it. Is he okay? She looks at Bali. Dovad. So there's kind of this old man. He has a cart behind him. In the cart are 2 coffins. And he has 3 kids with him. I can take care of one more.
He's not dead. He just needs like a fire or something.
He needs rest. We all need a bit of rest. There's still a little bit of time before I head back. Triz. Benvir is yours. There's nothing left but the Tritons. He kind of clutches. He has this kind of chain with 2 rings on it. The Quakes open the old tomb. No, please. He looks out of it, tired, just kind of defeated. As he takes Bali and kind of sits him on the cart and starts piling wood out. So you return to Triz. So, recently we got permission to go into an old burial site. It's very exciting. This one hasn't been opened probably for thousands of years. So, must all keep our wits about us. Be careful. There have been many Triton attacks in Benvir. All right, let us enter. She walks you over to this cave mouth. It has this large, almost like stone disc in front of it. But there's almost this small, like, fissure. It's kind of cracked and tipped over.
Like an unsealed vault or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like something that couldn't have been, like, moved before. It just wasn't. There's a little bit of script in Runic. Kind of this giant language. She walks you in, and this cave, it usually a cave mouth starts out a bit bigger and kind of gets smaller. It is very large. This cave mouth kind of goes down immediately. As you walk some couple miles, the deep feeders kind of giving you various looks occasionally, pest control giving you a side eye, kind of sneering. So you make it to this opening, and you see 3 different paths. Triz stops, and she starts examining kind of the ground itself. She starts going to the sides of the cave and just kind of looking for a couple of minutes. She doesn't say anything. She looks up. Deep feeders. You would go down that cave. Pest control, that cave. Think tank, we will go down the center.
Alrighty. And, if you don't mind me asking, what are we looking for?
You'll see. Anything of note, really, but I want to be surprised.
I will see. And I'm just going to let you know that I've got 120 feet of Devil's Sight, which is dark vision that pierces magical darkness.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know.
I got you.
You start walking down this center tunnel, torch in hand, as Triz kind of starts to look at various parts of the cave. She taps on Ronzo's shoulders. It's like, see that? This was carved. And she starts looking at it, but she gets real close and she's like, damn it, don't go out of focus, camera. As she starts looking around in her bag, and she kind of digs in. She puts her arms in first, and she kind of, it's like halfway into this backpack with just her legs coming out. Tundra. You just fell off a roof. You just got absolutely destroyed by an ogre. you really need to just get some rest. Essentially on death's door. So you go back to the dorm. You kind of try and lay down, you try and sleep, but there's all this noise. It really didn't help that where you fell off the roof was right next to your dorm. So all these people being lifted up, taken around. It's driving you nuts. And you already were in the infirmary for a few days, so not going back there. There was one place, though, that was very quiet. The library. As you make your way over to this library, you find a nice corner, kind of tucked away. It's nice and quiet. It's like perfect, but it's too bright. This whole place, very well lit. As you kind of start to try and fall asleep, but it ain't working out. But kind of trying to lie down on these chairs, you fall on the floor. You look over to the side, as there's just this little nook in the darkness, perfectly out of the light. And what do you know? It also has a bedroll in it. You kind of lazily walk over. This little nook, it's got a lot of just random metal scrap in it. But with the bedroll, it's comfy enough. It's nice and dark. And you get some real good rest. So let's start. Triz is looking through this bag. She was like, what the hell is this? And she takes her bag, she kind of jostles it around. And she pulls out this sleeping bag with Tundra still in it. And kind of drops it on the floor. As Tundra, you kind of from this impact. A stowaway.
Are there like covers? It's cold, right? Can I like bundle up a little bit more?
Yeah, it's cold. You can definitely like take this bag of it and like.
Yeah, no.
Tundra.
This isn't the library. Where the fuck am I? This is a dream.
Were you asleep the whole trip?
Oh, it can't be a dream. You guys are all in it. Wait, hold on.
Yes. Dude, you just stayed up 10 hours straight, like in an instant.
What am I doing here?
Why are you sleeping in my bag?
Did you kidnap me?
I did not kidnap anyone.
Who are you? Just because I'm small? Is that what it is?
Why were you? You were in my sleeping bag. Why were you in my backpack?
Why is it so fucking cold?
You're in Benvir.
How the fuck is Benview?
It's about a 2-day trip from the school.
I searched for my brick.
Yeah, you like look around. You kind of like you don't notice it immediately, but your bag is like kind of where the backpack was tipped over. It's kind of at the edge. You pull it out, you check.
Oh, Jesus.
It's there.
Uh,
The real mystery is how you slept for that long.
well, I'm dying, so.
Oh, by the way, you got like a long rest. You got a real long rest. And don't worry, I clicked the long rest button for you a little while ago.
I'm looking at, don't worry.
A longer rest.
I was dying. I was. Where's Bali?
Your friend needed a break. He
Aye.
had a tough trek.
So we left him with a guy with a couple coffins and 3 kids.
What?
That be the real mystery. Why all 5 of us can't all be together at once.
Wait a second. So, is this a class? What is this?
Yes, this is rudimentary runes.
Did we sign up for that one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thanks for the
Wait,
carry. Why are we studying runes in like the Arctic?
she looks closer. We're studying runes in ruins.
You've been waiting all day to say that, haven't you?
Maybe a little longer.
In and out of game.
Okay. Anybody have a coat or like literally anything? I don't even have shoes.
Is he lacking his school uniform?
That's up to him.
I mean,
He's
I wouldn't be in my skibbies in the library.
It's apparently, I mean, it's a very, I will say he doesn't have shoes. It's very Carl not to have shoes.
Right. I don't think I have anything to help him out.
It just makes sense for a halfling for some reason to me.
Yeah, I mean, you were asleep. It makes sense to.
Pronto, don't you be needing them foodstuffs? Look at him. I'm sure he could use some.
And she kind of digs around in the pack, and she finds a small coat. It's your coat. She goes, I don't know what you did with your shoes, but they're not in my pack.
Okay. They survived freezing water. I'm sure they can handle this.
Oh, and you left this the other day. And I hand him the bleeding dog tail thing that he left on the ground in class the other day.
Thanks.
Definitely, like, it's definitely stopped bleeding for now.
Just frozen dog tail.
Yeah. Dogsicle.
Okay, sorry to halt the progress. Let's do some school.
Yes. As she kind of you go down this like long series of tunnels. It's very large. She kind of looks at various times, kind of taking out this small magnifying glass and looking at the side for like carvings and etchings. There's not really any additional stonework besides just tunneling. As let's get Bali out of here. Shivers, you kind of start to come up to this cave mouth. You see a bit of light coming in. But you kind of hear this like crunching sound. There's like
That be an awfully unfamiliar sound. Anyone else be hearing it?
as you pointed out, it's kind of like quiet. Wow. No, you guys don't really have much passive perception, do you?
I mean, it was
Ronza.
harder.
Yeah. Make me a perception check. Ronzo, you hear it.
Does it sound like snow crunching beneath someone's feet?
I just woke up, all right.
Yeah, you're like a bit in a daze and you're... No, it sounds like bone.
We're not alone.
As Triz takes off this large backpack, very lightly sets it down and kind of starts to sneak a little bit. All right. It's okay, we're all prepared for this.
I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast for anything that attacks.
She kind of walks through this opening. And she looks forward and she looks back and
I'm gonna try and be sneaky. You want a stealth check?
Yeah, roll me a stealth.
Same. Oh god.
Yeah, I guess.
It hurt.
Yeah, I don't see Shivers being very sneaky.
Not on his
Tink,
best day.
tink.
Yeah. The rest of you more than make up for it, especially Ronzo and Marcus. You kind of walk slowly into this room. And you see in the direction the sound is coming from. You see a man, a Triton, and he's chewing on a body. He kind of has this arm in his mouth as he, with these like jagged, like saw-like teeth, he just chomps down into the bone. As Triz kind of walks by, he doesn't seem to have noticed us. As she looks around at this room, there's kind of this large, almost like pillar in the middle. It's like torus shaped. As she goes around the other side, where there's this pool of water and it glows. It's kind of this greenish glowing water as she starts to take vials and take small samples of it.
We're just gonna let this thing just be over here.
I'm readying Eldritch Blast if it tries to make an aggressive action. just dead on it, waiting.
Yeah.
It could be more.
We're waiting on instruction.
Wasn't this place sealed? How is there a body?
It's a graveyard, but we encountered undead here.
Oh.
Basically, everything's trying to kill us.
Great.
As you say that,
Great class.
you hear a splash over by this body of water. This large claw shoots out and grabs Triz. As, without a sound, as this claw grabs one of her arms and just squeezes and squeezes.
Yeah.
As
Yo, Team Avengers, right?
roll initiative. As soon as
I mean, I don't really love Triz.
Alright. I need experience. Let's kill some enemies.
Yeah, man, we need to hit level 3.
oh. As
Groovy music. I like this.
all right.
Oh,
Hey, let's go.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. That's cool.
we do get to know what Mutant Brute's up to.
Mutant Sneak and Mutant Brute.
As Triz, sadly, you watch as this creature grabs and tears off her arm. She falls to the
Oh.
ground.
Fuck.
Is she dead? We don't know. Okay.
And
Is
I
there
w-
like a token? Like, where is she? That's what I guess what I really
Yeah,
want
where's
to know.
the pool? The left?
Pool.
To the left, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
fuck.
I'll choose her a good token.
Just put a skull on the ground. It's fine.
She can be a wizard.
Yeah, I would hope she's bloodied after losing an arm. Yeah. Ooh, unconscious.
I hope she's bloodied. Ooh, unconscious.
Tundra.
Yeah.
Start us off.
What's my movement? I looked at this in a while. Okay. Are those pillars like actual pillars?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
big stalagmites.
Game's paused.
Oh, shit. There you go.
I run as fast as I can with bare feet.
Yeah.
And then I end my turn.
Oh. This guy, he kind of gets up and he looks around. as he goes behind here, and he is going to try to hide.
He falls.
As you
almost.
see, he kind of tries to camouflage with this large stalagmite, but he just turns a bright red.
Is that the one that was eating the body?
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been able to use a reaction to Eldritch Blast him?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. Alright. Doo-doo-doo. He is targeted. Looks like everything's working good so far. Oh, that looks super cool.
I even took the damage.
Nice. Good job, Forge Foundry. Bzzz.
Forge tree.
Forge Tree.
Anything else?
Well, that was just my reaction, like, just... Yeah.
Oh, right. My bad. The brute, seeing Tundra running towards it, it drops the arm, and it is going to go up to Tundra and attempt to attack him.
How are you gonna hit a barefoot Tundra? No!
Low on the reaction time right now. I just woke up, so
Yeah.
hey, Jesus.
He will make a second attack.
Hits me like a brick. Hey,
Missing the second attack. This man with just these huge crab claws and just this arm hanging out of his mouth. Ronso.
I'm gonna dash here. And if it's too much, you gotta let me know. But if it's not too late for Triz, I'd like to action surge and give her my potion of healing.
Yeah. Still breathing.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's see, can I do it like from here? Oh, it's not in my inventory. Okay.
If you just rolled the 2d4 plus 2.
I couldn't remember what it was. Thank you. 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1. And a 4. 5, 7.
7.
Yep,
Still
7.
unconscious with pain, but the bleeding stops.
Sounds good.
Shivers.
Focus on the one that hit Tundra. I've got this one.
I'm gonna focus in over on the brute. I'm gonna use my shadow powers to summon a spectral shadow tentacle right next to him. I've gotten a little bit better at creating this little token. Oh, I thought I was gonna get first try. And then I am going to make an attack against him with the Tentacle of the Deep. Now it looks like that still isn't working. So I do still have to roll the d20 here. But it's
Does it not have an attack roll on
It does. Oh.
it? Nice.
All right. So this does a d8, so it's gonna do whatever I roll here plus 8. So
Nice.
10 or 11.
11.
11 cold, and it's slowed. That was my bonus action. I'm going.
And as you'll find with many things in the north, sadly, He is resistant.
Yes. I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Alright, were you tentacling the sneak?
Nope. The brute. Right.
This guy over here?
Oh, sorry.
This is the sneaky game.
I confused them. Them. Yeah, I'm hitting the same one the whole time. So the sneak the whole time. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the sneak, rolling normal. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that. And then I have the feat that allows me to, what is the one that I have? Of the survivor, when I roll, I can add a d6.
That's on a saving throw.
Oh, on a saving throw. And I gain that many times, so I don't gain the temp HP either, right?
No,
None of that
that's only
happens.
if you use it on a saving throw.
Okay, no problem. So I will just re-roll that attack. Nice.
Yeah, how do you want to do it?
Just after blasting him the first time, he kind of gets caught off guard and stumbles out from hiding, and he looks up just to see his face get like engulfed in this ray of blackness, and then there's just like this searing lack of a head, this like cindering, smoldering corpse without a head, and it just falls.
Nice.
End turn.
As behind you, Tundra, this stalagmite starts to shift and move around.
No.
As this camouflaged Triton takes out a small sword to attack you. Bam. She's going to attack a couple times.
E.
Keep rolling low, dude.
Yeah, it's just kind of appearing right behind you. This Triton makes a couple small slashes into your back.
A little bit of help.
Yeah, no joke. You gotta be so close.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna help. Let's see. How do I guess I'm on a pillar right now. That's alright.
It happens.
Let's see. I'm gonna help by murdering this guy.
That's how I'm gonna help.
Yeah. Lady Gauntlet attack.
Hey.
6 piercing, and yeah, let's burn a spell slot.
Yeah.
It never works on the macro bar. that not work? Which one needs to be the one? There we go.
Nice.
And bonus action slash again.
Yeah.
Hey.
Ooh.
It's like the fourth one.
Damn.
All right. Just added the 4 in there. All right, so 11.
Yeah. How do you want to do it?
Yeah. The first one's gonna leave. Like I'm gonna slice him up and smite him with that first attack, and it's gonna leave a pad or like the Dial sigil, and then with the other hand come in and just right through the center of the sigil
Nice.
with the punch dagger essentially.
Yeah, this creature lets out one like. Or
And
being silenced.
that's all I can do.
Tundra.
I'm gonna pull up the brick, and then I'm gonna rage.
Yeah.
Is that one of the abilities?
What, raging?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a rage thing on.
I should have you copy mine because it does the modifiers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rage, but then I'm gonna like go to attack, but I just woke up a minute ago, so I'm like super yawny, so I'm gonna be like, "Where's my dad?" And then I'm just gonna smash him in the face with a brick.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Only attack.
Hey.
The dad brick.
Yeah, roll damage.
Oh. Decent enough.
It's rage, so it should be 5 damage.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's like you just kind of crush down on this like shelled carapace and just crack it.
That's. Oh, sorry. I was getting ready to click it.
Yeah, no worries. As he is gonna go right back to attacking what's in front of him. That's kind of all he knows. So he hits you with first crab claw
Oh,
for 3.
I can adjust it.
Oh, I just did. Don't worry.
Okay.
And misses with the other.
I'm like dodging.
I mean, he's like classic crab. He hits with the big claw, misses with the little one.
Yeah.
Ronzo.
Can I occupy this space?
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him.
I'm gonna punch him.
That's pretty good. Oops. I almost put a 19 situational bonus on there.
That'd been pretty good.
Right.
You also have advantage because you're flanking.
All right. I'll roll it again.
Yeah, tonight seems to be the night of the D20s.
That was a 17 that
crits.
time. Still would have hit.
The crit fish.
Crit fish.
Yeah.
For crit the fish.
Yeah, I think that's me.
Dude, pretty durable.
Hmm.
Shivers.
Part of me wants to go find whoever else is out here because I feel like there might be some more people, and keep them from just rushing up on Tundra. I'm gonna use my movement to move. Let's just say to here. And then you see Shivers take his hand and he kind of like slowly lowers it, his right hand, and the shadow tentacle like ducks down and like disappears into the ground, and he raises his left hand and it appears 30 feet. Gonna appear right here. Oh, it's not gonna let me move it that way. That's okay. Move it this way.
Yeah. I might just make you a token for it later. That might be easier.
All good. And if nothing gets revealed, or if nothing happens when I move in those directions, I'm gonna turn my attention towards this dude and fire off an Eldritch Blast at him.
Yeah.
Marcus.
He's gonna have a little bit of cover with the stalagmite in the way.
You want me to roll it? I don't know how cover exactly works.
Oh, he'll just get a little AC bonus.
Well, that's pretty good. I like
Yeah,
how
trying to shoot around this big, like, stalagmite in the middle of the room is kind of difficult.
Yep. And then I'm gonna end.
As showing up behind Ronzo, kind of peeling himself off this stone wall. Another one comes off. And is going to attack you a couple times with his sword. That's the second time I've rolled a 12 and a 13. Hitting Ronzo for higher damage than anyone else has been hit, of course. And he's going to do it again. Marcus.
Yeah. I am going to. I'm gonna lay on hands for. I'll do all 10 points of health.
Hey.
That's
And me?
nice.
Yep, on Tundra.
10 for
15.
Tundra.
And then as a
I wake
bonus
up
action-
like supercharged. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
bonus action, I will cast Divine Favor on myself
Yep.
and move kind of the middle of the room.
Tundra.
Get him.
Well, with my newfound, I guess, vigor, I'm gonna look back at the same one. Be like, where's my dad? Just like, going crazy.
Please.
You got advantage.
Oh,
Good,
oh, I can do it
You have
again.
advantage.
Yep, you're flanking.
Oh, I do. Hey,
Nice.
I'm just gonna do this. Situational bonus +2. Right?
Yep, for damage.
Oh, for the
A
damage.
rage.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna just bash him in his big claw.
Hitting him where it hurts. Yeah. He's like bruised, but he's not looking horribly off yet. And even though he could flank Ronzo, he ain't that smart. He knows who's been hitting him.
I am my turn.
Yep. He's going Big Claw first again.
Baller.
Oh my god.
Always gonna hit with Big Claw.
Ooh.
Hitting you for 4.
Okay.
That 10 HP goes so much longer when you're raging, though. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Hitting you with Little Claw.
Don't you fucking do it to me, you little bitch. Yeah, there we go.
Little Claw is not where it's at.
Look at little claw. I should have knocked his little claw off.
He broke his little claw.
It's not, Little Claw's not having a good day. Let's
He's like, all my life I knew this was gonna happen. And this is the moment where my little claw lets me down.
How does Tundra look? Is he pretty beat up still?
Yeah, he's pretty beat up.
Give or take.
He's bloodied.
I can't do what I want to do anyway. All right. I'm going to attack the guy I did before, the brute guy.
Alright. You got advantage.
Ooh, I crit him. Roll it again for fun.
Go.
And you said it's max plus the roll, right?
Mm-hmm. So you can add 8 to whatever you roll. If you do normal one.
What? That should have been damage. I don't know why I did that. So
There
it
you
should be plus.
15 damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
now he's looking hurt.
It's got to work one time. I'm going to use my bonus action and use. I'm going to let out the loudest roar throughout this cavern that I possibly can to scare these Tritons. The most menacing, fearsome roar that I can muster. If they're both Tritons, they both need to make wisdom saving throws.
Yep.
That's
Well,
a
apparently-
pass.
I think this one will fail.
Yep, that's a fail.
Yeah, as the little one is feeling a bit empowered right now after stabbing you in the back. And having not faced the repercussions of it. This big guy is hurt though. Shivers.
Alright, I'm gonna move my tentacle 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pops down on the ground, reappears right here. I'm going to use my movement to reposition myself so that I don't, I am on the wrong, on the wrong thing. So that I don't have to take that disadvantage. Now, the brute's feared, right?
Yeah.
And looking really fucked up. And he doesn't get to go again until after Marcus and Tundra. So I think he's done. I'm gonna go for the sneak. I'm gonna move up here, and ooh, that's probably not enough to get. Is that enough to see the sneak without disadvantage, or should I move up a little bit more?
Move up a little bit more, just because of Marcus.
Yep. A little bit more. That's 20 feet.
A little bit
25.
more. A little bit more.
That's my full movement right there.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna attack.
Nice and close.
Yeah, get in nice and close. It's like, just kidding, armor Magathis. Like, now I'm too close. Whoops, all of a sudden I'm looking around and enemies are near me. Put up the shields. Nah, we got enough meat in the vicinity. I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast this. Bam.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, roll damage.
4 points, and I'm ending my turn.
He is gonna attack Ronzo a couple times again.
Don't do it.
You convinced him. He turns around. No.
That's
Would
what he
you
says
stop?
at the end of the roar. He's like, "Row, don't you fucking dare."
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, no.
it's always
Good
Tim.
night.
It's happening again. I'm glad I could be here for this one. Although I witnessed the last one too. So
Although I witnessed
Witness.
Gonna add 1 damage to that. Oh, it doesn't matter. This guy.
What condition is Triz in? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but didn't she stabilize?
Triz had a potion poured on her.
Yeah. I know what
She was-
happened to her. What condition is she in? Is she like?
He
still-
is unconscious.
Okay.
Not bleeding.
No problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
she's got a potion and she's dead.
There's red Kool-Aid drizzled all over her
Yeah.
body.
This guy is gonna attack Tundra next.
What the
Go, bring it on.
Let's be real. Fruit punch, the best Kool-Aid.
Yeah. But it's like, imagine growing up in this world where potions are real, and then like being possessed by like this middle-aged man who doesn't know how the potions work. You're like pouring it on, and everybody else is like, is he like from another world? Is he from another realm? Like everyone knows that's not how potions work.
With this small bone knife, he stabs you in the back. Marcus.
Yeah. Gotta protect the tank. Well, I know I can probably just end this guy's life, so let's do that.
Jesus. He's so judicious about it. He's judicious. It's just like, well, I can end this guy.
Yeah.
I have the authority.
And then if I scroll up, will this work?
I'll apply it.
Damn.
Well, that was weird. All right. I
It's
think
radiant
there is
until
that-
spell ends.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, bonus action again.
Yeah, once the spell ends, he untakes that damage.
That's a miss. Dang.
Quickly hops out of the way. Tundra. You are surrounded once again.
Step one to the right.
Big dude's feared, if that matters.
Does he look like he's trying to run away or like he's okay?
The fear is in his eyes.
The fear.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna like go to hit and be like, "Ah, fucking pansy, and then I'm gonna like scoot around the back side of this one and attack this one.
Yeah, he's not gonna attack you. He's got big claw up in front of his face.
Sure. This one I'm gonna hit him, but it's gonna be more like a instead of just like strictly trying to do damage, I'm gonna be like, I see our advantageous positioning. I'm gonna try to hit him and like try to shove him towards, like away from me, and then like so I can push him onto another blade, maybe. I don't know.
What?
You heard me. I don't do any of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Luckily, I don't have to try and understand what you said.
And I'm like, fuck. God, it's early, and then I hit my turn.
Yeah, this guy is gonna take the dash action. He's gonna jump into the water and swim away.
He's yours, Marcus.
Ronzo, you know what to do.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Shivers.
Bonus action, move the tentacle 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna make an attack. This is gonna be at +5. 9 versus AC.
That misses him.
I'm gonna make.
He is a fast little dude.
I'll make Eldritch Blast against the target.
That hits him.
Get blasted.
He is at death's door.
Thinking if I should move. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna run down by Marcus.
This guy is going to disengage. And he is going to do the same as he hops into the cold water and swims away.
Pieces of shit.
As there's no sign of these dudes coming back. They are gone. They are defeated. As Ronzo and Triz are both on the ground, unconscious.
Who can heal?
Ooh, no tie.
I try to stabilize him, I guess. Run over.
Yeah, make me a medicine check.
I'll help.
Yours is probably better than mine, so you might want to just roll.
Alright.
I'm keeping watch.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
you
I'm like
stabilize him.
smacking him in the face, like, come on.
You kind of see Triz start to wake up. She looks up.
Why, hello there.
My bag. My bag.
Is her arm still there?
No.
Rip.
Like, no, not on the ground or anything.
It's a bit chewed up.
I think if we keep this on, no pun intended, if we keep this on ice, we can maybe attach it at the...
Give me my bag!
Okay, there's no need to be rude about it.
Yeah.
Tundra, you know the bag the best.
I grab it and it fills me with old memories.
Yeah,
Are we both like rousing right now, or is it just Triz?
just Trish. She has health.
I was just double checking.
As this bag is surprisingly heavy. It like clanks around.
I need to roll a strength check to move it?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're fine. There's like no... Everyone's stable. As you drag over this bag, as she sticks her one remaining arm in and digs around, I knew this would happen.
How could you possibly know this was going to happen?
She pulls out a metallic arm made of cogs and gears and kind of these weird metal flaps on the end. As she presses it up, these two pieces of metal, they kind of take on this texture of skin and kind of sink in.
Furthermore, how did you know it was be your right arm? Well, you could have put two lefts on accident or something.
I have extras, and she pulls out a left arm.
You just keep arms? How many arms do you... I'm glad you're okay.
She like pulls up like one leg of like her pants, and it's metallic.
All right, Trixie, what are we looking for?
And she digs around in her pack a bit more, and she takes out this little kind of disc with like a crystal on the end. And she twists it twice, and she slaps it on Ronzo. As it starts to glow, and it kind of zaps him a little bit. Ronzo, you regain 7 hit points.
Nice. That's really useful.
While this is happening, Shivers is standing over the pool and just Eldritch blasting it. And he's just like...
You're just shooting this...
the freezing water, yep. That just bolts of shadow down into the freezing water.
Ye dirty scallywags, come on back here and face ye doom.
And for the non-magically inclined, you would see like this object of almost like infinite magic. This blundering idiot object, but like seriously, like just just going to town on this water, but just not even taking anything.
Like, for my sake, can you roll me a d20?
I can. For my sake, I'll give you it.
Yeah, the more you shoot this water, the more it kind of like bubbles. It almost... You notice it has like this reaction to the magic being fired into it.
Oh shit.
And as much as it bubbles and churns, it doesn't do much more than that.
Okay. Sick.
As Triz kind of... I shouldn't have gone near the water. Never go near the water.
Do I actually know her name? Have I even heard it?
Triz?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay. I retract my previous statement then. Because I wouldn't know that.
She gets up and she initially kind of moves this arm like Shivers. It's very clunky. How about we take a rest?
I don't think we've been introduced, by the way. Do you have a name? Being that we'll both probably die down here.
I am Triz.
I'm Tundra. Fitting. I know.
Hold on. As she goes into her bag, again, like halfway in. And she... Where is it? Where is it? She digs around for a while. And she takes out this metal disc. Well, I don't think there's any better reason than her saving me. And Tundra, she tosses you this disc.
Yeah. I literally just got here. I don't even know you. I already forgot your name.
This is an emblem.
Nice.
What's an emblem?
An That's what we need to graduate.
Oh, I'm keeping this then.
Sorry, I should be more careful. It's very exciting, very exhilarating being down here.
I thought we were looking for runes.
These are runes. Not everything is built up and out. Sometimes you take the land itself, carve it out to go down.
These
Ronzo gets it.
runes, Yeah. I see. This entire place is a rune, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
And,
like the whole thing.
Yes.
Are we talking about the same thing? Ruin or ruin?
Ruins.
Oh. Yeah, I thought we were looking for runes.
We are looking for runes.
Okay. I get it. Also, Ronzo, you look really scratched up. Have you been... How long have I been gone? Or in the bag?
Few days.
Today is the 5th.
Why do you look so beaten up?
Ronzo, or Tundra, when you passed out, it was the 1st.
It was a good nap. That was a real good nap.
Survival's not guaranteed in magic school, man.
You have scratches all over you, man. Like it's
I love that response.
there's just like chunks of firmus and bud.
Before we bed down for the night,
Oh, do you want to take a long rest? You're just going to do a short rest.
I don't know. I don't know what Triz had in mind, but sort of addressing the group. When are you guys gonna get with the program? And I'm gonna attempt a feat of magic, and I'm gonna try and turn this water into like healing water, and try and cast cure wounds on myself.
Damn.
All right. This is going to be a very interesting check. How are you going to do it?
I was hoping I could use medicine, dipping my soup ladle sort of ceremoniously in this water.
Yeah. Roll me a medicine check.
Double, toil and trouble.
Nope.
Damn. That would have been so cool.
Oh.
Ronzo, you stick your ladle into this water. Instantly, it starts to churn and bubble. I need you to roll me a D100. $70.
70, yep.
As this water kind of churns bubbles, this magic within you as you try to cast, it just flashes, and it's bright for a second. As you look around, and you don't see anyone anymore. Everyone, you do not see anyone anymore. You are all invisible.
Where'd everybody go?
We hear him.
Yeah.
Oh.
My devil sight's pretty sick, but it can't just see invisible shit. So I can't see you guys either.
I'm standing right here.
Can't see yourself either.
Yep, no.
Ronzo, what did you do?
You shouldn't be messing around with that water. It's tainted by wild magic, just like everything else in Morsa.
You should have made soup.
As a short time passes, and the invisibility wears off.
I'm gonna remember that, Ronzo. To get with the program. I'm gonna try Feet of Magic soon.
How long have all of you been in Morsa?
I'll be
Oh.
honest, I haven't been keeping good track of time.
What
That's
day
fine.
did we get here?
Less than a week.
My whole life. Give or take a few years.
Yeah, Marcus, you kind of know the water here's always been a little bit greener. There's been areas where it's very questionable, very tainted, but not reactive like this. And she takes out a little vial of the water. This water is tainted with wild magic.
What's wild magic?
It is unpredictable. It is untamed. And it can be toxic, so to speak, with great enough exposure.
So, where does it come from?
Well, it's pretty much all around Morsa. I'm not really quite sure what it is. Foggy might have some kind of idea. This is more of his wheelhouse. Nothing I study makes this.
Suppose he would have the foggiest of notion.
Foggy.
I got that. Listen, can we get the fuck away from the water now? Like, you already ripped somebody's arm off.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. You can all roll hit dice. Ronzo, what's your question about hit dice?
Mine said two hit die, but I'm assuming it meant like I can do 2 expenditures per long rest, right? 2d10.
You can expend both your hit dice during a short rest.
And it doesn't like
You have-
recharge then?
It
my
recharges
question.
on a long rest.
Yeah, okay. So I won't have any more to spend until we long rest. That's what I wanted to know.
Correct.
How many? I forget how many you can spend. You can just spend as many as you need to, right?
You can spend all of them.
Yeah.
I think in their playtest for the next DnD, they're trying to limit it. But for now, you get them all. And while you guys finish that up, I think now's a good time for squat piss. I'll be back in a minute.
Sounds good.
Does it automatically give you the health back?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it does.
Oh,
Oh, let's go. Full health.
I am so. Alright, I'll bag him up.
Well, I'm glad I didn't completely destroy the party by trying to turn that into a well of healing water, but I didn't think anything terrible would happen. I'm just glad nothing really bad did.
Yeah, you just surged. I'm trying to see. Oh, I guess you could have healed off of that.
It's all good. I spent my hit die.
Yeah.
The invisibility thing is cool too because like something drastic, maybe some other members will start trying the feats of magic.
Yeah, I'm glad that you decided to use a feat of magic on the magic water.
I was this close to. Oh,
You're muted, Mike.
I was this close to following your lead immediately and trying to use my wand for the first time because
Yeah.
Shivers has never used his implement. And so I was going to be like, okay, like, hell yeah, Ronzo, let me try this. I seem to be a magic battery. Let me see if I can do something. But there will be another time.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to cast Cure Wounds on Triz during the fight, but wait, is it Cure Wounds? I closed the tab, but the one I had in mind, you have to touch the person, and I had already moved away from her when I was gonna attempt the feat of magic.
Oh, some people got food.
I got home like 5 minutes before we started. So I got out of work.
No, that's totally fine. Eat up. I should have eaten some more protein. I need to remember to eat like some like cashews or something before DnD. Get a little bit of extra.
Before we start.
Get a little bit of extra like brain power in me, so I don't like stumble and at the beginning. All right, everyone good? You move away from. Oh, sorry.
As we walk away, I will show Tundra because I know he hasn't seen, but everyone else is free to look to the rune carving that I've been working on myself, the frost rune.
What's that?
It's a frost rune.
What does it do?
Right now, nothing. When the time is right, you will see.
You'll get there, Ronzo. I believe in you.
None of this makes any sense to me, but I applaud you.
Is everyone ready to get going?
I just love how like the one that's trying to be the most academic is Ronzo. Like, yeah, he's like, look, see, like you getting this.
No, he's like he didn't get the schooling he needed early on, and now he's trying to make up for that. He's like, I got a chance.
I'm trying to show Tundra that even if you don't have magic in your bones, anything is possible.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, since I'm definitely not dense.
So dense. She kind of stretches this arm. These kind of gears click and clack as she's able to move it more deftly than Shivers now.
Yep. Shivers doesn't take it personally.
I'm gonna like saunter over to Shivers and be like, "You think she could give you a hand, arm?"
I don't know. Perhaps. Actually, I don't see why not.
I'm just saying. I mean, like maybe like one. I've seen you try to open a door, and it's like it's painful for me to watch.
I'm glad you're bringing this to me now.
From here on out, before Shivers opens the door, he's gonna tell Tundra to look away.
He's just gonna have a complex. Doors.
But she does seem rather capable, does she not?
I try to like not say it in earshot of Triz, of course.
Yeah, she's over like off on the other side of the room, like counting her arms and legs.
Yeah, the teachers seem like they know what they're doing. Well, they seem they're okay.
Are they?
Hey, I be thinking, if the other paths be nearly as dangerous as this one, we be fortunate we have her, at least.
I agree.
I wonder if they've made it.
Does it look like these tunnels are going to converge at some point? Like, or are we just on... Because you said that this was like a rune.
You kind of... So these 3 tunnels, they started off going in like different directions. They all kind of... They keep going down. Like, to say whether they'd converge or not, what I can say is this tunnel definitely has a way out.
Okay.
That these, through the water, these Tritons got in.
And now we know they're swimming around in like chaotically magical water, and they're just chill.
Yeah, no, they don't look like Tritons. They have, some of them, an extra eye, an extra little vestigial limb that doesn't really do anything, just
A giant crab claw.
Yeah,
You know.
giant and small crab claw.
that's the vestigial limb.
I just can't believe that only the big crab claw hit.
I'm not letting Triz too far out of my sight, so I'm gonna start making my way over to her.
Yeah. And she kind of like, she puts everything back in her pack, like quickly as you approach. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right. Kind of zoop, walks you over this way to continue going down this tunnel. She looks at the body. Actually not as old as you all would think. And this is like a human-sized body. This poor soul. Zoop.
Wasn't this place sealed?
Oh, Ronzo's double prone.
I was saying that in game.
Yeah. Yes, until about a month ago. There are quakes in the area, and that's how I got permission. They wouldn't let us enter while it was sealed, but once it was unsealed, it's sort of superstition about going into a sealed tomb.
I don't think I would have been able to help myself. This body, was it in like a block of ice, or is it just laying there?
It's definitely colder. It's been there for a little while, but it is not like really old.
Can I check its pockets? Did it have anything on it?
Yeah. Roll me and just roll me a luck.
That's a 6.
Not so wealthy up in the north. Oh, really not so lucky. Just a silver coin in a small pouch.
Okay.
And all the clothing, everything this guy wore was all like torn up and gnawed into.
Sure. Can I equip the shield?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Just remember, it does reduce your unarmed damage by a dice size.
I think I'm just gonna wear it on my back, and I might use it like situationally.
Sure.
Tris,
Yes.
is it customary to bring students into these places?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, this is part of the curriculum.
So every semester you find a new tomb?
Well,
Oh, we just got really unlucky.
I guess I would say it's
It's an octo, by the way, not a semester.
if you were interested in this sort of thing, then it would be very lucky to get one that is unexplored, but sometimes you retread old grounds and just teach students about things that have already been studied.
That's a good point. Maybe this would be like a lifetime chance for somebody who's really into this. Speaking of really lucky and happenstance things, it's really odd and maybe fortuitous that we find ourselves, or you find yourself with another being that uses limbs like you do. Did you start out with and I do the robot? Or did you just have the flexibility first?
Well, I made these based on an old design. I don't know what. Even I can tell you that he's not Kabakan.
That's great. I don't know what that means. So can he have some arms?
Why would he want these?
Because
He
they're
has his own.
flexible. And they're...
They will only turn out as flexible as he is.
Are you sure? He looks like a scarecrow right now. Come on.
Do you want me to chop off one of his arms and cause him great distress?
No, I'm just saying maybe
He's
there
not
could be...
he's not a construct. He has a soul.
No, I'm just saying that for... Look at it this way. For those of us that are not runely inclined, and this isn't the find of a lifetime, and I'm just trying to make it through a octal, maybe the prize at the end of the tunnel is a set of arms. That's all I'm saying. Maybe...
Do you want an arm?
I would like an arm.
She digs in her bag.
After she
And
admitted
she-
to having extra, like,
She digs in her bag and she takes out an arm and she hands you this limb.
Maybe we should wait till we get back to the school before we just chop your arms off.
Please do not chop his arms off.
I'll put the arm in my bag for now.
I'm excited
can
for
add-
the prospect.
You can add a prosthetic arm to your.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a new character arc. Get prosthetic arms for Shivers.
and
Hey, man.
It's not going to help. If you want it, looking at Shivers, if you want help with your movement, you should find your design and who created you. Who did make you?
I've been getting that a lot. I'm going to have to invest some mental resources into remembering that. particular detail. It's been lost to the waves, you see.
Well, if you want someone who's good with history, you should talk to the Dean of Comprehension.
Thank ye.
Not
Like you said it yourself.
stamped on your foot or something.
Good. Sorry.
It's not like a maker's mark.
Ooh, this one might be a bit difficult. Is it? He starts to slowly move himself.
You have a brand?
He falls over.
It's got like a Chiquita banana sticker on like the bottom.
Because I searched for a brand.
Yeah, no brand, only darkness. You kind of... Are you making contact with him while doing this? Or just looking?
I mean, I try never to touch him, so
Okay. Yeah, so you look him up and down, these kind of rolling waves of darkness occasionally. And it is literally kind of like looking into a dark room when you look at him up close. You
No,
can't
man.
really... roll me an investigation for shits and giggles.
let's go.
This is where you crit, and I have to make up some crazy shit about my character.
No, don't you worry.
Yeah,
Don't you worry.
exactly.
He's like, I already made up.
Oh, yeah, you look him up and down.
I rolled 2. Anyway, whatever.
You look him up and down, trying to find some like detail, some discernible thing. You know that he essentially looks like a weird diving suit. But other than that, it's just rolling darkness.
No such luck. But you did say it yourself that not all brands of magic are your forte, so maybe we can find an answer.
I thank ye for helping. I'd kindly ask you avert your eyes. I'm gonna try to get up now.
And he just rolls himself. It takes forever.
Let's continue. Sorry to bother you.
As Trish just looks at you, Tundra. Please do not chop his limbs off. Please.
Does it look like something I would do?
I
Don't
don't
answer that. Let's just move on.
As she guides you deeper into this tunnel, as you walk on and on, you kind of start to feel like this charge. Like, you know, if you're ever in a workshop, your hair kind of stands on end a little bit. Kind of like touching various parts of the wall as you work your way down. You kind of get like a little shock. As you make your way into this open room, there's a large stone door. There's a pedestal with a crown on it made of copper, this old oxidized copper. And above it, in this giant script, you don't know what it says. Triz walks around. She doesn't touch anything, but she looks up as Ronzo. What does giant sound like?
Like this really deep and slow speak.
Deep and slow.
Way to take the cop out.
That was my answer. As she looks up and reads out. Through unity, we shall endure. It says, through unity we shall endure.
Hey, we be missing one.
Huh. She goes up to the door and she tries to like pull it open, but to no avail. Think tank. What are y'all gonna do?
That crown be looking awfully suspicious just sitting there.
It's just on a little pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch it.
What do we know about giants?
That's a really good thing to think about right now.
And why do they want to unify? Don't they hate each other?
No, that was a misconception. They were unified by their king, and she kind of looks at the crown. More recent times, some giants were recorded to have survived the cataclysm and enslaved. And great wars were fought over the freedom of many enslaved. And she reaches out. Well, if no one else will touch it,
Hey, who's the least likely to die if they touch this?
She might be the most This is an artifact, is it not? You just said pre-cataclysm?
no, if this were pre-cataclysm, it would be gold, not copper.
But he did say that the king would unify us. Are ye the king?
She goes and reaches for the crown.
She's
Wait.
like, fuck you.
Wait.
I go to reach automatically for the arm in my bag just in case.
He's gonna lose her other arm, guaranteed.
I look down at the scaled ring on my hand. A second chance.
Second chance ring, yeah. Alright.
And I reach out for the crown.
Yeah,
Morsa does seem like the most durable among us.
you touch it. It kind of, your fur instantly all stands on end. You get like a small shock.
I pull my hand away.
Yeah, the crown comes with it.
Yeah.
As it's almost like magnetized.
Last time this went swimmingly.
It's up to me.
Whoa.
I try to put it on my head.
Yeah, so you put it on your head. These swirling clouds start to form above your head. As the room feels more ionized. As it almost starts to create this storm.
Little arcs of bolts are just kind of like jumping between little parts of Shivers every once in a while. He's just standing there.
How do you feel?
Good. Energized.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now just open the door.
I am gonna see if I can reach for the door. See if I can open it.
Yeah,
Perhaps I'm worthy.
you go to open it, and it again doesn't budge.
It
The
be
storm kind of continues to grow, like a constant rate. You start to see small bolts arcing between the clouds.
it,
Oh no.
it be pirate code to never bow to a king. But in this case, I think I might have to make an exception.
And I'm gonna bow down to Ronzo, attempting to convey unity.
Yeah, you bow
I'm gonna
down.
give him my strength.
You bow down. The storm still growing.
I'm gonna have a look at my frost rune, see if it's like reacting to anything that's going on. No.
No.
I reach out and touch him.
Yeah, you grab him. You feel this almost like magnetic pull. Like, hi Mel, show me your frog. What'd she say?
Show me your frog is an incredible demand.
She said I don't have it. I was just saying hi to Carl.
What do you mean? As Tundra, your arm kind of zoop.
Oh fuck.
You feel like this. It's not like you can't. You can release him still, but it's just like this pull.
Doesn't it feel good?
I don't really feel anything. I don't know. Marcos, try to grab my hand.
Marcos?
Did I call you the wrong name?
It's
a minute.
Marcus.
Marcus. Jesus,
No,
sorry.
it's Polos.
I take a week off.
As when you grab his hand, this storm still.
Wait, is he gonna do it? Are you gonna do it?
growing.
Yes, unify physically, you're saying.
Grab my hand, Marcus.
I'll do it.
I lied. It definitely feels like something weird.
Now if I die, you do too, bitch.
I'm not even giving Shivers a chance. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder if he's within arm's reach.
I scuttle
Yes.
backwards, but way too slow.
You all hold hands as this storm churns and grows until finally one large bolt crashes down into Ronzo. Ronzo, this would have killed you if you weren't holding hands. As each of you takes 10 lightning damage.
Right.
And this bolt hitting the four of you converges in the center of the room and hits the door as this door starts to glow with runic magic as it creaks open.
Ah. Oh. I giggle and kind of laugh and look at Ronzo.
I guess it did say endure.
My headlights are flashing.
As you see this much larger room in front of you, walking into it, the first thing you notice are bones. Very large bones. Just strewn out in various places across the room. Kind of grouped. On the far side of the room, there is a very large kind of bit of script on the side of the wall. As you see these four almost little like hockey pucks with gears in them, kind of moving around in the lettering of the runes. And they flash a little bit as you hear tss, tss, as Triz walks up to it.
You go, girl. I ain't stopping you anymore.
And what does this mean? It just says leader. And she kind of looks around confused. She goes around the room looking at these bones as she picks up a very large knife. Very old stone knife. To you guys, it's like this big. But it has the proportions of a knife. I don't get it.
Hey, we got the last one.
No, this isn't some lock and key. They killed themselves.
Are these giant bones?
Yes. She kind of goes looking around, moving like bits of old cloth. And she finds a chest. An old, small chest. It has this big, almost tube coming out of one side. She opens it. It makes this like... as almost something pressure sealed would have made. What is this?
Your guess would be better than mine.
Are the cogs moving?
On the chest?
Yeah.
They move when she opens it. The little pucks on the rune kind of move through the grooves of it. And in her hand from the chest, she pulls out a pine cone. I don't get it. She puts the pine cone back in this chest. And she kind of scrambles around the room, like, essentially looking for answers. Ronzo. You look at these kind of little pucks on the wall, going through this little rune that says leader. They're almost hypnotizing to you. You go through your bag. You look at this rune. Whenever these pucks release a small flash of light as they kind of do this little zap, it glows just a little bit. You don't really know why, but you're drawn in. So you go up to these pucks, this symbol, as you touch it. And in an instant, these 4 pucks all light up flash, each of them shooting a ray right at your chest. You start to glow. It's painful. You scream out in pain. I need a con save.
Pretty good.
Hey.
Nice. As the pain, while it isn't unbearable, the sadness is. You don't know why, but you're overwhelmed with this sadness. Tears starting to stream down your face as Triz tries to run up to you, trying to get you out of this situation. As these pucks kind of shoot a stray ray, and it kind of shoots the ground as stone walls come up around you. It's trying to crack, trying to crush. These beams just carving into your flesh. Just the endless pain, the endless misery. It finally fades. The stones crumble. These pucks all go inert and just fall off the wall. It's Ronzo. You look down at your chest. And there's one more very large rune carved into it. Triz runs up to you, looks you up and down. Are you all right?
It hurts, but I think so.
She looks at it. She's like, wait. And she kind of backs up, taking a look at your chest. Atonement. That's what it says.
Atonement.
I'm so confused.
Oi, Ronso, are you okay?
What the fuck is happening?
There's like a rune. I've been branded.
Yeah, I see that. This is not part of the deal.
Yeah, it smells.
You didn't tell us you'd be smelly.
Are you okay, Ronzo?
I think so.
Do you feel okay?
I feel great.
Oh no.
This is superhero origin story. Or villain.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3?
Okay, your sight's fine. And she goes up to the other three of you. I think he's mentally impaired.
What is going on? We're in like a room full of dead giants. And like we've almost died twice from the looks of it.
3 times.
Where are the runes?
She points at this wall. It just says leader. They left an old borealis pine behind, but nothing else. She brings over this chest. And there's another inscription written inside. She reads it to you. Bury me at the first thaw of spring. Bring me your meek and ailing. On my bark lay your hand. I will make you grand.
We better get extra credit for getting branded.
They left a riddle.
This place has been frozen for a long time, right?
This is all there is. It's a bunch of giants who killed themselves.
Aye.
Leader, atonement, pinecone.
Down this pathway. There be others.
No, the others that I sent them down are the ones where they eat, ones where they use the bathroom.
Shivers's head just creaks to the side, like, question mark.
There's not. Well, why do you think I chose this path?
There must be a way out. What could I possibly need to atone for?
Maybe if you were just a nicer person.
Well,
Maybe it's not your atonement. Didn't it just tell you to plant some shit?
That pinecone?
they
Apparently.
kept it in this device. As whoever wants it,
Did
there is both a chest of preserving, and I made an item in DnD Beyond that is just titled Pinecone.
I think you should plant the cone, Ronzo.
Okay.
Well,
Hold on.
whenever it tells you to plant it.
It said bury it at first thaw of spring. Nothing in Morsa's thawed for like 5 years now. Well, we should head back.
I'm in like a stone prison though, right? Like there's walls
No,
all
it
around me.
crumbles
Oh,
around you.
I see.
When the
Okay.
you think they were sad that they killed the tree? It seems weird.
What seems weirder to me is that Triz has this place all mapped out, but she's never been here.
Maybe she knows like
I mean, yeah, she could
some
have just
books
read
or
about
something.
this place,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
But
Where all giant crypts are of similar fashion.
through that.
Shit on the left, meat on the right. Something like that.
Yeah.
and in the middle, bury you're dead.
Yeah. But it's like, if she had it all mapped out, then maybe she's thinking that there should be something here that she's not telling us about, because she was so confused by like what was there. Almost like that wasn't what she was expecting.
Mm.
So, you know, like,
Well, I guess we were expecting a crypt, or like maybe not where people like cult suicided or some shit.
I
You
get
know,
it.
that's
Yeah.
it. Maybe something a little more ceremonious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she starts to.
I won't lie. I have no idea what's going on.
Fitz Tundra.
I
It just woke
I
up.
don't know anything about the civilization really, and I don't. I mean, nor would my character really care. But like,
Nor should you know about the civilization.
Are any of these bones my dad? No.
Yep. moving on.
You head up.
Just a question though, real quick. Is there like a brand on him, in, like the middle of his chest? That's
Mhm.
that's what I got from that. So, like permanent? Is it like deep, or is it just missing fur?
It's in the flesh.
Gar.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. You head back up. It takes another couple hours to kind of get up. Triz kind of just mumbling to herself, taking out various books as she goes, kind of reading and walking. Just taking out various notes, kind of cross-referencing them. As you make it back, you see pest control, kind of looking unimpressed. You see the deep feeders, just smelling and looking horrible. So,
I wait. Okay, hold up the extra whatever they're called.
The emblem.
Yeah.
pest control looks mere luck. And walks out. Deep feeders. Looks like we found the bathroom. Yeah, can we go home now? Triz kind of looks at them. You should rest. Don't leave at night.
Imagine walking 2 days through the snow to get here to go to the latrine.
Get sent to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the other people were like, it was just luck, but it wasn't. It was fully engineered because the teacher was with us. She was the only one that could give emblems. They went to a shitter, which she knew, so like they had no chance to earn jack shit. So like, yeah, we were the only one with an opportunity there. She likes us.
She likes Ronzo.
Does Ronzo still have the crown too?
No. Well, I mean, you can take the crown if you want.
Might as well, dude.
I never heard you
I
take
thought
it
I was
off.
still
so-
wearing it. I thought
Yeah,
it was like
I never
glued
did
to
take
you,
it off.
basically.
Yeah, take the crown.
Yeah, dude, we walked out. They went to the shit bathroom. We walked out with a fucking crown.
Yeah, you have an old kind of oxidized copper crown.
Okay.
I don't know what I need to atone for.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Gotta be
king.
worth something. It's gotta be worth something. We should sell it.
Before we all rest up, be on our way, I examined the shards, Ronzo. It took a lot of cross-referencing, but the anti-magic, the null rune, is combined with permanency eternity, forever. And Foggy said when a butcher used it, he created an abomination.
Yeah, that's a great word for it.
That doesn't add up. Hopefully, I can figure out both these mysteries.
I definitely tell her about the nightmare that I had while those were in my possession too, about like the tendrils coming from the sky and seeing it firsthand myself when I can't even remember his name. The blood brother, Krendel, had it in his possession.
The blood brother.
I love it.
All I remember is the blood brother.
She kind of a dream about the moon.
Right.
It is made of silver.
Oh,
The sickle.
oh, I thought you meant the moon.
What's so funny is cheese kind of would have been like made crazy sense.
All by design.
Mhm. Fight a cheese monster from the. Didn't Krendel didn't something crazy happen with the moon right before that thing rose from the ground? It literally
Yeah,
did.
he
Yeah.
channeled the ribbons of moon energy and
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I call them tendrils, but yeah.
And they were like silvery tendrils. Yeah. Yep.
so is this sickle druidic then?
I don't know why you're asking me.
You're the one who gave me the fragments.
I wonder if Danny knows more than he leads on.
Danny did literally tell you he got it from a druid.
Did he? Okay. Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Druid does
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Danny did a deal with a druid.
No, Danny diced the druid. Maybe when we get back, do you want to help me study it, Ronzo?
Yeah.
And maybe I can help you with your chest.
That sounds good. Maybe this sickle can end this permanent frost.
Not in this state.
You think
Anyways,
it was.
What, Marcus?
Do you think it has anything to do with the return? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't know anything.
the
return of what?
The return.
Druids that are attacking.
The return is the druidic group that ravages these lands. It most likely is, but it's not. It's different from what they have. The third rune on one of their sickles is not this. Anyways, let's think about it when we're back at school with my books. Can study all of this when we're back.
Aye, and I can get a new arm.
I've already told you my thoughts on that.
You can't stop me.
As going back into town.
Oh, hold on. Can I talk to them without her?
Yeah.
When she like
She'll go off to bed.
yeah, when she beds down, like how long was I asleep? Are we not on the dead guy thing anymore?
Well, it's been 4 days since we've seen you.
So no, we're not on the dead guy thing anymore. We're not looking for the dead guy.
It's always on the radar.
Isn't that our only mission here?
Aye.
But everyone's a suspect.
No, I get that. I just want to know if, like, did you find him while I was away? You guys are just in school now?
I mean, we've been looking, and Bali cut class to try and do some more research. He went to the library.
We've just been playing the part,
Sure.
not knowing the part be so dangerous.
Yeah.
Myself and Marcus have questioned Uthalos. That was his name?
Ustalos.
Ustalos, yeah.
Ustalos. Well, you were sleeping. I think that was when he was sleeping.
The crypt guy.
Time's
Yeah.
all fucked
Yeah.
up for me, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's not as much of a suspect. He might have been.
He definitely wasn't in on whatever happened.
Okay.
But that's about all we know, since you, had your moment.
Everything keeps pointing back to the School of Realization. We've seen people in and out now, but you need special permission to get in there. My hopes was that if we performed well enough academically, they might send us there themselves without us having to break the rules.
Interesting. Okay. It's been a minute. Just trying to get caught up.
I also
You've
believe
missed a lot.
that we should show Bali the whatever it was we just got. Looked a lot like the little bowl he carries around.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, we're gonna bring forth the spring, crown a king, like, I'm just trying to find a dead dude here, you know?
We are juggling a lot.
Hey, this payday seems to be a bit more elusive.
Okay.
Keep your eyes out for a tiger as well.
What?
Tiger. We've got
Okay.
a bounty.
Ugh.
Oh, the bounty, yes.
Strixie. Goes by the name Strixie.
You know, in case you want to ask a tiger its name.
I haven't seen a single tiger yet. I have a feeling they're few and far between.
I don't know if I've ever seen a tiger.
Bali is attached to Strixie. They have history.
In a circus or something?
Right, exactly. The bounty is to bring her back dead.
And we don't want to do that.
I don't know what all this "we" stuff is. There's gold at stake.
Wow. Fucking heartless. Oh my God.
The man who called himself good first session.
What do I need to repent for?
I didn't kill Strixie yet.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Foregone conclusion.
I'm good until I commit a crime.
Mid-crime. He's plunging the knife in. You're not dead yet. You're not dead yet.
Oh, now it's crime. As the four of you bed down for the night.
I'm crossing the crime line. I'm crossing the crime line.
I'm still good.
Sorry, okay, bed.
Yep, no worries. As the night passes by, you get a pretty good night's sleep. You can pretty much shack up in any abandoned building.
Oh yeah.
Ronzo, Tundra, you both sleep a little while. Tundra, you've always slept in. Always. Ronzo, you've had a long day. So you wake up. The last cart is leaving with Bali in tow. Triz is leaving. Because I can lead you back if you want.
Oh, I needed that. Yeah, I mean, what else are we you just leave us out here? Is that the alternative?
Well, the other two groups preferred to leave on their own.
Oh, yeah, no, we'll go with you.
We wandered off the path and hardly made it. We'll play it safe.
As this cart leaves with Bali, the five of you leave, setting back to Syzygy. Again, the first day you pass by what would be new to Tundra, this large crater with a small sign that says Deimos pointing at it.
Fuck is this crater?
That's Deimos.
Very helpful. What was Deimos?
Well, it's a city. It will be back.
I was gonna say it's the town she talked about, right?
Yeah.
It will be back.
It will be back?
Yeah, it flies.
Oh. That's cool.
We'll see when it gets back. It's a sign of good luck if it returns early.
Okay.
Since Shivers is here, there's no way it's returning early.
So you continue on your way. You set up for the night. This time it's much easier. As Triz digs in her bag for scrap, as she pulls out some scrap and very quickly and handily builds these almost like clockwork turrets. As you bed down for the night,
I'm gonna
occasionally.
Sorry.
Oh,
If we have like a couple minutes, I'm gonna keep trying to crack the mystery of the D bag. I'm gonna keep chipping away at the stone wall inside of this thing.
yeah. Can you roll me in athletics?
Yeah.
I like how she's just Torbjorn or whatever that dude's name is. He's like, armor, get your armor.
Get your arm.
Get your arm. Get your arm.
Yeah, you start to chip away and dig. It's like, it's louder. It's getting louder. You're getting closer to something.
Okay.
And you have enough room to put in like a tiny bit. Now it's like a small purse.
Okay.
As occasionally throughout the night, you hear followed by these gouts of flame. Just eliminate these undead.
I'm taking notes. I don't even have to fire a single bolt. they're just dead before they can even get close.
Yep. Triz sleeps soundly with her little protectors. As she walks you the rest of the way back, kind of handily following this map that avoids the hot spots of danger. As you start to get closer and closer, the snow builds up. It starts to come down and come down harder. As by the end of this walk, there's yet another blizzard. So you make it back to Syzygy. And kind of barely able to hear over this wind, she looks at you, Ronzo. Meet me tomorrow in the library. We can study these things.
You got it.
And she kind of walks back.
She's still keeping them then? It's fine, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, if you let her.
Yep, I do.
As night kind of closes in, it's getting darker. You make your way back to your dorm. This blizzard goes into full force, winds howling. You hear various blinds and things clattering across the sides of the schools. As the four of you, tired from your journey, head to bed. Kind of on and off sleeping, this howling wind just loud as hell. You try and sleep, you toss and turn. Shivers kind of just sitting there, occasionally getting jumped a little bit by these loud noises.
Yeah.
I imagine Shivers having an extremely delayed reaction as well.
Yeah.
Like a loud crash of thunder and then 2 or 3 seconds pass and he jumps.
Dude. Yeah. Thank you for that. That's so beautiful.
As you finally start to settle down for the night, you hear this loud, frantic knocking at your front door. Just
Is Bali in the dorm?
Bali is not in the dorm.
Maybe it's Bali. Get the door.
You fucking get the door.
Shivers is like, I got it. And he slowly gets up. And he goes over and he makes sure Tundra's not looking at him.
Staring at.
She was just like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not watching.
Are you gonna get the door?
Tundra's like, this is what I mean. I'm dying here. Like, this is killing me. Yeah, he opens the door.
As standing in front of you is this little bullywug. It's Mudglug again.
Why, hello there.
I need your help.
Oh, we haven't
It's-
quite finished resting yet.
I was gonna say it's the middle of the night, and he's banging on our door.
I'm at 9 HP.
It Droop and Clip Clop.
What happened?
They're in the school for realization.
Shit.
Please help.
Not exactly an invitation for us to go to that exact location.
Well, Tundra, you wanted your opportunity to find out about Krim. This might be it.
Didn't we just talk about how we weren't going to go there? We're doing this like the right way?
Aye, if we wanted to do that, we could just go ourselves in a more planned fashion.
Maybe they'll show us lenience for trying to help these other students if we get caught.
What be in it for us, little one?
Help, please.
They try to kill us when
I
they're being
don't
nice
know.
to us.
Oh, I'll have to tell your friends you're an awfully bad negotiator.
They're gonna die.
He helped us in class. We should help him.
I'm so prepared to roll my +6 intimidate. Like I need. All right.
All right, Ronzo.
Wait, we got a long rest before this, right? It was a one night
Yeah,
before we
you're
got
not
back.
at 9, dude. It was 2-day travel. We had
It was 2 days.
two
You're
nights
at
of.
you're at full health.
Thank you.
What's with who's the toad?
It's the origami toads from class. The other
Hey.
clique.
Yeah, you weren't there because you were sleeping in a sack.
Wait a minute. My name's Tundra. Who's dying?
His clique mates.
Why are they in the school of realization?
Why do we care?
Because they're gonna die.
Yeah, happens a lot on here in case you haven't noticed.
Can I, is it possible for me to roll insight or like perception to see if his panic seems genuine?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Oh, it's a trap, huh?
Yeah, he might be setting us up, right? I don't know.
I don't think that's.
You didn't think that the guy was a
Maybe.
ghost.
For a paranoid guy, I'm awfully trusted.
Yeah,
a great
the panic in his eyes is genuine. He looks afraid.
Why did they go in there?
Why are they there? Yeah.
They wanted to.
Yeah,
It's off limits. Everybody wants to go in there, guys.
Curious. Been 2 hours.
Why are they going to die?
Because everyone dies in there.
Then why did they go in there?
I can't tell you why they would. I just need help.
Sounds like you need to do click.
Shimmer slowly shuts the door.
Let's go, Muglug. And I'm not gonna wait for the rest of the group. I'm gonna
This
walk
is-
out the door.
They're not going to die. They're getting expelled.
Yeah,
Don't believe the
Muglug.
rumors, Ronzo. There's no demons in there. There's just no way.
Look, we're trying to find out about Krim, right? We have a perfect excuse to not get into trouble by rescuing these other students.
That's not how this place works, and you know it.
Some students broke the rules, so we just figured we'd go broke the rules, and it would all be fine.
That's twice. Fuck. I follow Ronzo.
Yeah, Mudglug hopping ahead.
Look, if
Ronzo,
it gets,
do this
if
for
it goes south, we just get out of there, guys. It'll be fine.
What do we owe these guys, Ronzo? The crown's going to your head.
You guys chose me to lead early. Now you must suffer the consequences.
Lead the way, my friend.
I will atone for your actions together.
We can't be in any worse trouble than Bali.
How you know that little one has gold?
I can't believe we're doing this for free.
Mudglug kind of hops over, and the blizzard is heavy. It is deafening. You cannot see more than like 10 feet out.
Are there guards by the door like there were before? Because if there are, I'm out.
So, funny thing about that, he does not take you to the front door.
Oh, okay.
He takes you around the side to the fence. You notice this fence. All the snow that hits it just immediately melts and steams off.
That's
But
welcoming.
there's a small spot. He kind of digs out some of the snow that's gotten in there recently, where someone, most likely his friends, have dug under this fence. And he quickly slides under and through and goes, "Come on!"
I pull my hood up over my head. I'm trying to conceal my identity as much as possible if we do, if anyone is around that might see us.
The crown's a dead giveaway, man.
It's in my pack. I'm not wearing it. I'm not flaunting it all the time, man.
You're like Clark Kent. You're Superman is you just put on the crown. Fuck. All right. I go.
Wait for me.
Yeah. I follow.
If we find his body in there, I guess we're done anyway.
As you all go under this fence, it's large enough that you can all kind of squeeze through. It gives off a lot of heat. Not something you'd want to climb. He kind of sneaks around to the back, where there's an extra door. It's kind of creaked open with a small brick in the doorway. As he looks scared for his life. But he takes you into this school.
Loading realization. Lice. Where though?
You can all see it, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Neat.
As you all look around this place, decrepit, abandoned, fear filling Mudglug's eyes. As the only sound throughout the halls is this distant and echoing whistling. Look around for a moment. And you hear a very distant cry for help. And that is where we'll call it for tonight.
Is the whistling of the doorman?
Is it like wind whistling?
It's very
Is it
similar.
like-
Oh yeah.
okay. So it's like a person whistling.
Oh, when I say whistling, it's like a whistle on the wind.
Sounds like some Minecraft music right here.
It's kind of
It's-
dungeony.
I will say the second choice for music for this area was called Carl's End. It is from Deep Rock.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
It's some great music. I love
yeah.
Great session. It was fun.
Yep, that was a lot of fun.
it. Oh, I'm so fucking lost.
It's so
Yeah,
funny
I
to me.
think I was thinking like Carl jumping back in after not seeing like several sessions. It's like
Yeah.
already I already said this would be very difficult to follow. So when when I try to make you understand something, I will try and tell you in plain words rather than like cryptic riddles. So don't worry. You're still
What
at
else?
the I'm lost portion of the campaign.
What else is funny to me is he says, "Are we not looking for Crim anymore?" And then we have an opportunity potentially to find out clues about him. He's like, "Nah, I don't think we should do that."
Yeah, because it's not on our terms, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep. I understand. I get
know what
it
I mean?
totally. Yeah.
there's a difference.
Hey, and I was totally ready for you guys to say no too. I was like, maybe they'll just say no. That's fine.
Some dead toads, no big deal. The I mean the end game. Yeah. Yeah. Every game, I'm just gonna start expecting every game that Ryan runs. The first thing he tells me, I know it's gonna be the last thing we accomplish. Hey, go find this guy. That would get cool. 12 sessions later. Oh, hey, are we supposed to find this fucking guy?
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Check out
Oh,
this
also-
cider. It's just a cider quest. There's
Yeah,
nothing
dude.
else going on.
Nothing to do with cider. Man.
I love it.
Yeah, you get. It's definitely a bit more Ryan-y and a bit more manic, less kind of. It's less neat.
I do actually have advice for you of a mistake that I've made that
Sure.
I have not seen you make, but I've seen scenarios where you could make it in the past, and I thought of it today too because I was going to tell you the other day. It's actually really simple advice. It's like it's something that's it'll screw you over really hard and way worse than you think it will. But I'll wait for everyone to drop. We're gonna talk to you about.
You can. I mean, I don't mind if you say it in front of other people.
I mean, so do you guys remember when we went into the old ruins above a lace, and I took you guys with like that NPC, and he like blew up the ship and stuff like that? Does that ring a bell at all?
Yeah, the wizard. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Badass. Yeah.
That's a problem. And I never really picked it up until after the fact. When you have your main person, when you have really
talking about
powerful,
too strong of NPCs.
yeah, when you have your NPCs that are like the central portion of what's happening,
I've
it can be extremely problematic.
I've
Because
definitely thought about
feel
that,
like-
and
yeah, it
that's
doesn't feel
why-
like the players are actually causing action.
that's why I kind of didn't want, like, even though there are characters that are much more powerful than you, and they will do things that are more powerful than you, I also
It's okay. That's kind of fine.
When I had like Triz, I didn't want her to be in like I didn't want to have a simple combat with just like her leading it, because she is like an artificer that would like outmatch you guys in combat.
Yeah. So there's ways around it. It's like you either take them out of the fight somehow, which is like something you did, or you make it so they don't have all the
And
answers. If you ever notice, a lot of my NPC, and this is just like this is just me giving away my own play style, but a lot of my NPCs are almost useless, right?
I totally
And
respect
it's
that.
not always, right? I want to make people that are useful, right? But they're not going to be extremely useful, right?
So, and I
don't want
actually,
that to
We're
happen.
gonna bring him along anyway.
I've actually read
Doesn't
about
fucking matter what it is.
I've actually read about that same thing you're telling me about, and I've thought about it too.
Yeah,
And I've thought about
it, but you could
there
have.
will be points where I think you will probably be doing something with someone who is much more powerful than you, but I'm not also going to give them I'm not going to place them front and center, because I actually thought of that, and I thought of kind of ways around it while also having points where you're also with someone who has.
So usually what I do, and like me specifically, is like I'll take. Go ahead.
Mudglug not going to be helpful. Spoiler.
Nice. No, like my fix for a lot of that stuff, and it's a reasonable, it's a down to earth fix. I think is that like my thought on the whole thing is like, powerful people got powerful shit to do. You know what I'm saying? There's more shit going on in your game. There should be more shit going on in your game than the players are really worried about. If there are characters that are stronger than them around, right? And they got shit to do, right? So like, I just know what they're doing in the background. I'm like, okay, they're doing with this other thing right now, or something like that. Which is like why you'd show up at the final battle and Worrell's not there, right? Something like that.
Yeah. No, I've also kind of thought about that. I mean, spoilers. There will be moments where you're traveling with someone who is there to help, but they're not.
Yeah, I think you did
Like,
really
I
well.
kind
I think that you got to be careful. That's something you come close to, and I hit that crutch hard, and I regretted every second of it after the fact.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I had fun though. That was really fun.
Oh,
I
thank
still have
you.
no idea what's going on, but I had fun.
I'm glad. Yeah, I will say that it is definitely like difficult for me to do because I'm trying to have like a teacher who knows more than you about something, but also
it's a weird setup.
That it's like, obviously most of the teachers are going to be there to like tell you what's what during their class, and then after that they're going to be like, all right, leave me alone, I'm grading papers.
Yeah,
like,
as long as the spotlight's in the right spot, right?
Yeah, and
I mean, I don't know if
like you said,
I'm just saying that's what
I agree. I think it is something that like I could definitely like accidentally do. Like, yeah.
And I think that the it's like rolling dice, like a probability. You just see that the odds are stacked against you because there's so many more people more powerful than us. You know, so it's just like an awareness thing. Like just because like we're so heavily outnumbered by those many people. But because you said that you have already considered those things, Ryan, and that has already been apparent in your DMing, I feel like you got this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're doing.
I don't think you crossed it. I'm just saying, like, you got to be careful.
Oh, I totally agree with you, Carl.
There's so many fucking pitfalls. Dude. You're gonna hit one of them. You're gonna hit two of them. You're gonna hit 10 of them.
I've already hit them, and I will hit them in the future.
Yeah,
I think I need to like just wake up earlier and get more in me before the session, because whenever the session starts, I realize like it's a really kind of, I always have like a bit of a clunky start.
That's why I jump around at the beginning of my game, dude. I'm getting blood flowing. The more excited I am, the more fun I have. The more fun.
That's not a bad idea. No, I'm definitely really excited.
That's also why I stand. And that might sound really stupid, but
Carl,
it just gets me in the zone.
I appreciate your standing, but I'm kind of fat and lazy.
Hang frogs from the ceiling.
You know what, Ryan? I appreciate that.
Frog right there. But no, I
gotta go to bed. I haven't spent any time at home today.
Yeah. I appreciate the advice, though. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Have a
Great
good
job,
week,
dude.
guys.
That's
Looking
fun.
forward to
Thank
next
you.
week.
Yeah, for real, man. Ditto.